Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome back to Monk Spot. Turkey Day is a few days past, and not only was there a good feast, but also a good slew of games that gave us teams over the 500 mark and a clearer view of the playoff bracket. As of week 12 in the NFL, we focus on the teams trying to make that last season playoff push. Here are your weekly game day matchups. Birds of a different feather meet as the Arizona Cardinals travel to Atlanta High to take on the Falcons. MVP candidate Matt Ryan must prove he has the ice in his veins against Arizona's first-ranked defense. A team that has 26 sacks on the year doesn't spell good news for a guy that has been sacked 24 times already. To give him some time, and we'll get to see the much-anticipated matchup between Julio Jones and Patrick Peterson. As for the Falcons' defense, it doesn't get easy for them either. They give up almost as many yards as the Falcons average on offense and have the challenge of stopping David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald. The Falcons are one of the front-runner teams with the playoff aspirations. So the big question is, how long can the Cardinals defense keep Matt Ryan and the offense at bay while Carson Palmer makes enough plays to win? I believe the Cardinals' pass rush is just enough for a slight upset. Cardinals sticking their thread in the playoff race, 26-23. Our next game centers around the Houston Texans as they will have their hands full this Sunday with the San Diego Chargers. The Texans are about 2.5 games ahead of the division, but on paper the race still looks tight. The Chargers have the one thing that can stifle the Texans, a top 5 rush defense. I expect John Pagano to load the box and take Lamar Miller out of the game and force Brock Osweiler to beat them with his arm. And Brock's pedestrian passing numbers put him at a disadvantage. But look for a heavy dose of running back Melvin Gordon to open up passing lanes for quarterback Phillip Rivers and the Chargers offense. Tough game to pick, but despite the Chargers' roller coaster play, they have just enough juice to knock off the Texans in a 28-17 victory. Sunday Night Football features a defensive tug-of-war game in the AFC West featuring the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Exactly how much defense will be on the field for Kansas City? They will once again be without the services of all-pro cornerback Marcus Peters and defensive sack leader Dee Ford. And the way both teams look on offense, it seems big plays may only come on defense. Both Alex Smith and Trevor Siemian have been serviceable bus-driving quarterbacks. So if you're using either team's defenses on your fantasy team, you may be in for a big night. Here's a fun fact. The Broncos are 7-0 when it comes to scoring more than 20 points this season. And they have more than enough defense to take advantage of Alex Smith to ensure that happens. It's a close one. The Denver skates on by a field goal, 19-16. We're getting set for prime time on Monday Night Football for a showdown as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers look to find the missing piece to their dying season against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Packers' poor offensive play has become unfathomable this season, just as much as watching Aaron Rodgers hang his head in shame since his receivers can't even escape a paper bag. To make matters worse, they have so many injuries on the back end on their defense, they were starting all safeties on the field at one point against the Redskins last Sunday. Now on to the Eagles. Can their receivers catch enough passes to make use of a depleted secondary? Carson Wentz is completing over 60% of his passes, so I look for him to be able to dink and dunk his way upfield with no problem. So while we're watching Aaron Rodgers scramble with it like a chicken with his head cut off, at least we get the chance to see the new generation Wentz wow us with some rookie magic. Fly, Eagles, fly! Really puts up impressive score. Something like 31-3. That's it for your weekly game day matchups, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, drop us a like. Check out the other videos and let us know if there's anything you would like to see us do. This is Monk Spot, your favorite place for everything NFL.